Hello and welcome to Health Chat program. This is a program that looks at various health issues and other related issues concerning our health and our well-being. Today on set, I have Drug Enforcement Commission. As you may be aware, this is a department under the Ministry of Home Affairs. It was established to prevent and control the illegal, cultivation, production, trafficking, as well as abuse of narcotics, as well as psychotropic substances, among other things. And our discussion today is a walk to mental well-being. On set, I have Alan Tamba, who is the Drug Enforcement Commission spokesperson. Welcome to today's program.
Thank you for this opportunity to appear once again on this program. I wish our viewers a pleasant moment as they journey with us through this program.
Great. How is our commission doing now?
The commission is well. We are up and about, busy executing our mandate as far as we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today we are looking at, a walk to mental wellness.
Wellness has been defined by different scholars in different ways. Mm-hmm. But simply put, I would simply say that it refers to the state of psychological, emotional, physical well-being. It embodies all the factors that contribute to one's enjoyment of life, occupational life, academic life, social life, spiritual life. It is that state of optimal enjoyment of one's life. Mm-hmm. That is how I can labor to put it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can we, marry the two? When you talk of the physical well-being and our mental wellness, how do we marry the two?
Well, in the area of alcohol, drug, and substance abuse, exactly. you may wish to note that not only is the psychological aspect of an individual affected, mm-hmm. but the physical side of one's well-being is also affected, because we are talking about cells, we are talking about tissues, yes. We are talking about organs, mm-hmm. and an entire organism. Yes. So when someone is abusing illicit drugs or narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances, you will find that there is an assault placed on certain vital organs. You talk about the liver, you talk about the grey matter, the brain itself. And when somebody begins to suffer in that area, where they present with liver disease, where they present with brain damage, it is difficult that one would actualize optimal wellness. And this is the case because they may not be able to do the activities that they were doing before falling ill. A lot of money will be spent, a lot of time will be spent in a bid to ensure that the individual person who is suffering or presenting with those diseases now needs to redirect their energy, they need to redirect their resources, they need to redirect their focus. But it is also important to note that a person who abuses drugs is usually fearful.
Okay.
They are fearful usually.
Okay.
Because they think that maybe they will be arrested by law enforcement agencies.
The big brother's eye.
Yeah, the big brother's eye
yes.
may be watching them. Mm-hmm. So just fear itself brings about a certain level of dis-ease, a discomfort.
Okay.
Therefore, such a one may not be enjoying optimal wellness. Mm-hmm. When someone is frustrated at work, they are frustrated in school, the frustration is what stands as an obstacle to one's enjoyment of wellness or well-being. Yeah. When you are anxious, anxiety itself means that you are not, in that moment of anxiety, you are not enjoying your life optimally.
Exactly.
depression is another indicator that somebody is not enjoying their life. And you will see that sometimes people will resort to negative coping measures for them to be able to handle those social diseases of life.
Yes.
You will find that some people may resort to abusing ensunko. Some
yes.
people will tell you, no, ine nshilala nga nshibomfeshe ensunko.
Exactly.
Simagona ine ngati sina sevenze
We've heard of such, actually.
I don't sleep if I haven't used ensunko. So you find that that is negative coping now. They are trying to find something that will be able to address the situation, but temporarily. Sometimes you find that because of certain frustrations in life, some people resort to violence.
Oh yes, we've seen such.
That is a lack of wellness. Yeah. Yeah, some people will be withdrawn from loved ones. That also is a telltale sign, it's a red flag that shows that someone is not enjoying their psychological, emotional, or mental and physical wellness.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. So the linkage is such that sometimes people may start with substance abuse and then transition to violence. Sometimes some people may start with violence and transition to substance abuse as a coping measure. Sometimes may be frustrated, sometimes people may be frustrated with something.
Yeah.
As a result of frustration, they start abusing drugs.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Wellness is a double-edged sword. And it calls for a combination of deliberate and intentional activities or actions that we need to take, well targeted, intentions and activities that we need to undertake in order to ensure that we protect our well-being.
Yes.
As we protect our well-being, we also need to be aware of the well-being or wellness of the people that are around us.
Okay.
Family members, friends, co-workers. We need to be cognizant that our wellness also supports the wellness of others.
Yes.
You can imagine what happens in a home environment where you have somebody who is chronically ill. It means that even the innocent people in the home, everyone is affected.
Yes.
When you have a child in the home environment who is unwell, as parents, as relatives, as concerned significant others, you are affected in one way or the other. You may need to spend more time in hospital. You may need to withdraw from school. You may need to leave your employment in order to take care of this person who's struggling with ill health.
Sure.
So wellness or well-being of one person has got an impact also on the wellness and well-being of others. Yeah.
Great. You've spoken of the impact of drugs, not just on mental side of it, even the physical well-being of it.
Yes.
What is the importance of physical exercise, if we may put it that way?
Well, physical exercising rejuvenates not only the physical body but the mental side of one's wellness. Apart from enhancing blood circulation, there is also an aspect of a corporate fellowship that comes with the activities that we will soon be talking about. Yes. Physical exercising it fortifies us against a physical disease. There are times we've been to the hospitals and we've been told the remedy for this condition is physiotherapy.
Oh, yes.
Meaning physical therapy.
Yes.
Therapy that means or entails that the cells, the tissues, the tendons, the ligaments are going to be able to carry out their functions in a manner that is intended for them to carry out. So physical exercising is very, very important because it facilitates or enhances, supports the wellness of the physical person.
Okay. Well, viewers, in case you've just joined us, we are talking to Drug Enforcement Commission spokesperson on the walk to mental wellness. This is a different version of Drug Enforcement Commission from what we know of Drug Enforcement Commission. We are talking of a walk this time around. What is this walk all about?
Yes, so we have a 3-kilometer walk and run. It's a fun 3-kilometer family walk and run organized courtesy of the Drug Enforcement Commission and Chivolia Media Farm.
Okay.
So through our collaborative measures, we have a strategic partnership with Chivolia Media Farm.
Okay.
And this time around, we are saying that instead of us being in the office, we need to break a routine.
Yes.
And invite members of the general public to join us in taking a walk away from alcohol, drug, and substance abuse, in order to undertake a run away from alcohol and drug abuse. And this time around, we are going to have this family walk and run. So we are encouraging the corporates, like your good self, madam.
Okay.
You are invited. It is an event of the people, by the people, for the people, of this great nation. So we are going to have this event on 26th July.
Maybe before you even come to the dates.
Yes.
Why are we even taking this? Is it just for fun? Is it just for awareness? Or it is just the walk that we're taking?
It's a multidimensional.
Okay.
But simply put, it is intended to promote wellness, holistic wellness, psychological, emotional, mental, social
and
wellness.
Physical well-being.
And physical wellness, yeah. So it will be a 3-kilometer walk and run from our headquarters, national headquarters, located around Government Road. We'll walk through along Government Road, join Nationalist Road, and then branch off and join Bema Road, and then we'll end up at Mumuni Primary School grounds. The idea is, as I mentioned earlier on, to break away from our routine professional engagements. And we thought that through that social engagement of walking and running and interacting, we will be able to draw people away from the vices that are interconnected with substance abuse. So we expect in, maybe I talk about who is also going to attend and why they are going to attend.
Maybe for now we talk of the theme. What are we looking at before we even talk of who is invited? Yeah,
so basically the theme is a 3-kilometer deck walk and run away from drug and substance abuse. Okay. It's a walk away from drug, or walk against drug and substance abuse.
Okay.
Yeah, so the idea is to, as I mentioned earlier on, is to help young men and women, young people, to walk away from alcohol and drug abuse by that walk.
Great.
The event is scheduled to start from 06:30 to sometime around 12 hours on Saturday, 26th July. Okay. And in that space of our activity, we expect to have a series of interactive activities. There will be aerobics, there will be music, there will be dancing, as deliberate activities that are intended to manage those social diseases I mentioned, the frustrations of this life, the stress of this life, the fears of this life, so that in that moment, at least people will be drawn away from those things that that serve as burdens in people's minds, in people's hearts, and on people's shoulders. Right. So we expect the corporates to be there. We have invited the banks, chief executive officers from banks to join us. We have also invited chief executive officers from the media.
Oh, great.
We have invited Zanis, we have invited ZNBC, Times of Zambia, Diamond Television, Prime Television, Diggers, News Diggers. We have invited chief executive officers. The invitation has also been extended to chief executive officers in the telecommunications fraternity. So we expect Airtel Zambia Limited, we expect MTN, we expect Zamtel to also send representatives to join us with our Director General in working the 3 kilometer distance. What that does is that it removes, as you rightly indicated, that law enforcement face with which we have been known for generations. It is important to note that the Drug Enforcement Commission is in a branding phase. We are in a branding era, rebranding era, where we are saying that this is an institution of people, by people, for the people themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, and therefore we need to be visible and accessible to members of the general public. So members of the general public are hereby invited to join us on Saturday, 26th July, 2025, from 06:30 to 12 hours at the Drug Enforcement Commission headquarters, so that we can take that work together. There will be a few speeches here delivered, but for much of the time, we expect to work and interact with the members of the general public.
You've mentioned of inviting the executive, corporate entities and all that. Why are you targeting those that kind of a grouping?
You may wish to note that professionals are usually exhausted and tired.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yes.
They wake up very early in the morning and retire to bed very late. And if you were to interview the chief executive officers in a number of these entities, they will tell you that they can't even remember the last time they had sound sleep.
Very true.
Sometimes people begin presenting with insomnia. And sometimes they don't even have anybody to confide in.
Very true.
So that social engagement is intended to bridge institutions, break barriers, and create an atmosphere of interaction and social connectedness. By so doing, we'll be removing the fear factor that people have against the Drug Enforcement Commission.
Yes.
We'll be changing the narrative in such a way that people will begin to appreciate that this is a commission of the people, by the people, for the people themselves. The professionals in these institutions are critical also, in as far as serving as change ambassadors, as role models, as conduits through which we can protect national values, as conduits through which we can uphold values bordering on morality, ethics, constitutionalism. And you see, it's very difficult for us to uphold those values if we are stressed. It is difficult for us to uphold those values if we are frustrated.
Very true.
It's difficult to uphold those values if we are fearful. So wellness is an integral part to actualizing national values.
Exactly.
And this is why we are creating that platform as an institution of good governance, which also has got higher level aspirations. If you look at the 8th National Development Plan and you look at the first pillar, it's talking about promoting human and social development. So this activity is testament of our commitment to contributing to the actualization of that higher value national aspiration.
Right.
We are also talking about preventing crime. If you look at the 4th pillar in the 8th National Development Plan, it's talking about crime prevention and prosecution.
Yes.
Crime prevention, investigation, and prosecution. If you are having people who are frustrated, you expect crime to thrive.
Exactly.
If you have people that are fearful, you expect them to make mistakes, even on the road when they are driving.
Very true.
People that are anxious, you expect them to make mistakes on the road. And day in, day out, chief executive officers are faced with these challenges.
With such kind of challenges.
Yeah. They are faced with fear. They are faced with frustration.
Anxiety.
They are faced with anxiety.
Yes.
How am I going to drive this institution to greater heights? How am I going to ensure that we do not just meet our targets, but we exceed them?
Exactly.
So they stand in a place where they have competing needs and competing demands upon them. So this is an opportunity to break away from that environment that brings with it all these challenges, so that we can create an enabling environment for people to thrive intellectually, for people to thrive emotionally, for people to thrive physically, but also in terms of building bridges across these institutions.
Right.
Yeah.
That will really be a good network, and we are expecting quite a lot of people to be present. But for the sake of those that are just joining us now, maybe you can just go through where this activity will take place, what time, who is involved, who is even, you know, invited for the same.
Yeah, thank you once again for the privilege. So the DEC Family Walk and Run is an event that is co-authored between the Chivolia Media Farm and the Drug Enforcement Commission.
Yes.
It's a 3-kilometer walk and run against alcohol, drug and substance abuse. And the event is going to take place this coming Saturday, 26th July 2025. It will flag off from the Drug Enforcement Commission headquarters located along Government Road, Ridgeway area.
Yes.
And then we'll join Nationalist Road, walk down to Burma Road, and then up to Mumuni Primary School grounds, where much of the activities will take place. We'll have aerobics, we'll have music and dance, we'll have all these social activities that will help us to interact and connect.
Okay.
Yeah, so the event is starting from around 6:30 to 12 hours, and members of the general public are welcome
They are all
to come.
invited.
They are all invited.
Okay.
Primarily, we had invited chief executive officers of the banking fraternity, and the telecoms industry, the media fraternity. Yes. But we are extending this invitation now to the general public so that they can come and join us and enjoy the walking and running.
Great. It's a good side of Drug Enforcement Commission, you know, because we actually know of it from the other side of it.
The law enforcement side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what would be your word, you know, to the general public as well as stakeholders in closing?
Yeah, the closing remark would be that if you're fearful, seek help. If you're anxious, seek help.
Right.
If you are frustrated with anything, find professionals who will be there to help you. Help is readily available. There are so many stakeholders out there who are able to provide the help that is needed. And another important stakeholder that we have invited to the Family Walk and Run are the service providers.
Okay.
We have invited Great North Road Rehabilitation Center.
Great.
We expect them to be in attendance. We have also invited Family Liberty, a Decisive Minds Rehabilitation Center among them. And we have also extended an invitation to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. The idea is they support our initiatives at the level of counseling, treatment, and rehabilitation. And so the opportunity that is before us is here to ensure that we raise awareness, but also strengthen our social connectedness so that we can prevent ill health and promote wellness.
Wellness.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much for appearing on Set today. We are so much grateful that you came and just, you know, give this highlight to the public so that we can be a part of the walk on Saturday. Thank you so much.
Much appreciated, and thank you for having me.
All right, thank you. Well, viewers, on that note, we've come to the end of today's program. We are looking at the Walk to Mental Wellness with Drug Enforcement Commission spokesperson Alan Tamba. Let's see to it that we look out for health issues, be it online as well as offline. Join me next week with another exciting program on Health Chat. From me, Faith Mutale, and the entire production team, it's goodbye.